Hi! So today I'm going to do a video which I've never really done before. It's a K-pop tag and it's called the K-pop nostalgia tag. I first seen this done by a guy named Alex, and I'll leave the link to his video below so you can go and see that. But basically what I need to do is talk about some things from my collection, my K-pop collection. So it could be like merchandise or albums, things like that, anything really that mean a lot to you basically, or have special meaning to you, you know. So I've got a couple of things here that I wanted to show you. Starting off with this one, and it is SHINee's Hello CD. In my opinion, this is like their worst CD, like physical CD, like packaging wise. It's very lackluster, but it's very special to me because it's the first K-pop CD I ever bought. So not even just SHINee CD, like the first K-pop CD ever. When I first got into K-pop, I got into K-pop through watching a K-drama, and after I'd finished watching that I became a bit more interested and wanted to find out about the music and things like that. So I was on YouTube and looking at Super Junior music videos because a friend of mine, she was actually quite a big fan of them, so I knew of them. I wasn't that interested in them, but I knew of K-pop. And after I was watching one of their music videos, there was one that said SHINee Hello in the related section, and I clicked on it and never looked back really. That's what became of me. So yeah, this CD is very, very special to me, even if it's, like I said, probably the one that I dislike the packaging the most. Even like the concept, it's just very strange, but the tracks on here are really good. And I remember I bought this from eBay along with the poster. I no longer have the poster though, but it's a very, very special album to me, and it holds a special place in my heart, I guess, and in my collection. So yeah. Next one I've got to show you is also a CD, and it is CN Blue's limited edition of Earfun, and it's Younghwa's version cover thing. So the thing with this is this CD is quite it's quite rare, I guess, especially with Younghwa's cover. Like these things, they go, I think nowadays for Younghwa's cover you're looking at like between 60 or 70 pounds, because it is a limited edition and there are less of them now. But I think I've seen Junctions for like round about 30, but for Younghwa's, he's quite expensive. I've always been a big fan of CN Blue. Like I mentioned before, I got into K-pop through watching a K-drama, and that K-drama just happened to be You're Beautiful, where I fell in love with Younghwa. So when I found out that he was in a band, I became a little bit obsessed, and when I heard I'm a Loner, I was just like, my god, these guys are great. So I've always really, really loved CN Blue. But what makes this album even more special to me is because it was a birthday gift from a few of my friends. I think for last year's birthday or the one before that, I can't exactly remember, but and I'm really happy that they got it for me, because I don't think it was something that I would have actually bought myself, because it is really expensive. And even though I really, really wanted it, it was still like a lot of money to part with for a CD, but it's really, really good. I love the songs on here, and the packaging of it is great. You get an individual member booklet which has got the most amazing pictures of Younghwa in it. He's looking so great. And then you've got the actual regular photo book with all of them in it, which is still lovely. Beautiful, my god. So I'm really, really happy that I own this, and I'm really thankful to my friends for buying this for me, because as I said, I think if they hadn't bought it for me, I probably wouldn't have bought it my own self. So yeah, there's that. And okay, so now there's another CD. There are things other than CDs, by the way, just putting that out there. And this is BTS's Or You Late Too, and again it's like the same kind of sentiment with SHINee. This is like the beginning for me. I'd always been aware of Bangtan and I liked them. You know, I could appreciate them and what they were doing. But I have to say that when No More Dream came out, I was a bit like, well, okay, yeah, like I said, I could appreciate what they were going for, but for some reason didn't quite stick to me. So I just kind of, you know, they went to the back of my mind. And then one day on Tumblr, I came across their Beautiful cover, and I couldn't believe that it was the same people. And then that kind of reeled me back in, and it was around about the time where I think Or You Late Too had just come out, or they were releasing it, something like that. And I was buying some albums at the time, and I just decided to add it on. I was like, yeah, okay, well, I think I only heard a couple of songs, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy it because it seems like a good album. And I'm so glad that I did. And then when the album came, I was just so taken aback by how greatly packaged it was. Like, I think I've said this before, but their albums are so Moorish. Like, you get so much. This poster is in a nice package. You've got your little CD here. Oh, you've got a great photo book. You get, like, I've never seen this. This is like something that you see in a wedding photo album or something. Get your little comic strip, you get your photo card, you get both a group and a regular member photo card, and it's just packed with pictures and so safe to say that once I got this album, that was pretty much it for me. I was hooked. I was set. I was there for Bangtan, and my love has only grown since then. So it's very, very special to me because it is the first Bangtan CD that I bought, and it was basically my gateway to them. The songs on here are absolutely great. Some of my favourites are on here, especially Saturi Rap, fave. So yeah. Next thing I have is this. So this has a very special story behind it. I went to the One Great Step in London, and I was early entry VIP thing. So anyway, we were right at the front. My friend was at the barrier and I was right behind her. And it was during one of the songs, one of the more cutesy songs, I can't remember. It might have been CoverGirl or it was I Like You, one of the two anyway. And Infinite came out with these big baskets full of plushies and start throwing them out to the crowd. I did catch one. Not this one. I did catch one, and let's just say I didn't fully like grasp it, and it kind of got taken from me. So the first one that I caught was actually from Sungjong, and then my friend kind of saw what happened and she was like, oh my god, no way, no way. And at the time, the closest member to us, and he was kind of like interacting with the crowd at this point, was Dongwoo. So my friend kind of like signaled to him if he could throw one to me, and he did. So Dongwoo threw this to me, like actually to me. He threw it. Oh my god, it's just... And I couldn't believe it, and I think you can imagine that I hugged my friend like crazy after it happened, because I just couldn't believe it, especially that it was Dongwoo. Dongwoo's my bias. So it's very, very special to me, and I just put my little pass around its neck to always remind me of that time. So while we're still on Infinite, I'll show you this other one. And this is a signed Polaroid that I got from the new Challenge album. And it's Woohyun's one. This is really special to me, obviously, because the signed Polaroids, there weren't that many of them. And it was just so surreal that it was actually me that got one. And the fact that it was Woohyun too, because Woohyun was my original bias in Infinite, so it felt extra special to me. And it was so strange because I ordered 3 copies of the album, and I remember taking them out of the box and I stacked them up, and for some reason the top one, I put it to the side and I wanted to open the one in the middle, which was the one that had this in it. It was just so strange, and I couldn't believe it after I opened it, and I was totally disorientated after that. I was also at the time I got like a box of SHINee Star cards, and I was trying to open them on camera after I got this, and it didn't go all that great because I was just so excited about getting this Polaroid. So yeah, very, very special to me. I did used to keep it in my binder, but now I don't because I just like to keep it on show, actually. Very special to me. And even though I'm not as into Infinite anymore, I think it's something that I'm always going to keep. Like, I don't think I'd ever sell it unless I was really, really, really desperately needing money for some reason, you know. But I wouldn't ever want to sell it. I don't, yeah, no, never. Next thing I've got to show you is another album, and it's Jonghyun's bass album. I don't even know where to start with this. It's just such, I can't even describe the feeling, but you know, your ultimate bias from your ultimate bias group brings out a solo album, and involved with it as much as Jonghyun was, it's just, not many people will get to experience that feeling, and it's overwhelming, really. Everything about it is great. I was so proud seeing all of his tracks in the charts, like in the top 10. It was just such an incredible sight. But even like the style of it, okay, so the tracks on here are great. He wrote the lyrics wrote or co-wrote all the lyrics, composed a fair few songs on here. It's so him. It's such a good reflection of himself, and I'm so glad that the public were so accepting of it and loved it as much as everyone else did. But yeah, as I was saying, even the way that it's been done, you know, the fact that he wanted it, even though he's brought out a solo album, he still wanted people to know, like, yeah, I'm Jonghyun the soloist, but I'm also Jonghyun of SHINee. So he followed like the same kind of like packaging as Taemin, the same style, so it was still like a continuation. Yeah, but so it's like there's still that tie with SHINee, and I think that was such a beautiful thing to do. The songs, as I said, the songs on here are absolutely amazing. Yuna's on here, Zion T, I absolutely love Zion T, and Iron. I could not believe it when it was announced that Iron would be on this album. Not only on this album, but as part of the title track. I'm a really big fan of Iron. Have been since, I guess, could I say before Show Me the Money? A little bit, because I knew of him, but I didn't really make that connection until a bit after. Because obviously, well, actually, some of you may not know this, but Iron was an original Bangtan member before they debuted, obviously. So when I heard that Iron was going to be on this, it was just so like, what the hell is going on? It's just so crazy when like your two worlds collide, when two favourites work together. Like, this album just couldn't be any more perfect for me, and it's so special to me. So special. I'm so happy for him. I'm so glad that he was able to do this. So yeah. And I have 2 more things to show you, which are actually Bangtan things. This right here is, as most collectors would know, it's quite an expensive card, hard card to get your hands on sometimes. This is Taehyun's or V's diary, 2014 diary card, and this is special to me because it was a gift. It's a gift from a really dear friend of mine, and when she gave it to me for my birthday, she said, and she's right, she said that she bought it for me because she knew it wasn't something that I would necessarily indulge on myself, which is true. These things I've seen go for like $80, and I wouldn't spend that money on a card, but that's just me. But she did tell me that she got it for like a really good price, like really good. And it's like not in the best condition. He's got like some little white spots on his face, and there's like white bits here and a little folded corner there, but it doesn't really bother me because it was a gift and I still appreciate it nonetheless, if not more actually. But yeah, it's really special to me. I never thought I would have this card, and the fact that I do have it, and because someone was so sweet to give it to me, makes it that extra bit special. So yeah, that's my Taehyung card. Love it. And the last thing I have to show you, and I'm so excited to show this, it makes me so happy, is BTS Now 2 photo book. Now last year I went to their fan meet showcase thing in Berlin, which was great. Well, more than great, it was absolutely amazing. And there's like some pictures in here from Berlin, which is nice, like just them going around Berlin, but that's not the reason why I want to show this to you. The reason that I want to show this to you is because of this. Do you see this guy right here? J-Hope, Jung Ho-suk. This t-shirt that he's wearing, I bought it. I gave it to them. And I say to them because I actually gave it to Taehyung and somehow he ended up wearing it. So I don't think you can understand the feelings when I saw that he was wearing this. Like, and the fact that it's in a photo book. It's in a photo book. Can you believe that? It's something that like fans all around the world will have, and he's wearing the t-shirt that I bought. So the thing is, when we went to the Berlin fan meet, they had boxes outside where you could give fan gifts. For Hoseok, I got him a cap and like a beater, like a vest kind of thing. And for Taehyung, I got him 2 t-shirts. So one was this one, and another one was like a black one with white pattern on it. And Hoseok actually wore the beater that I gave him, and it was like on one of their Facebook official photo things, and oh my god, I don't think you can understand the feelings when I saw him wear that. I was at work and my friend texted me. She was like, holy shit, Hoseok is wearing your, isn't that the top that you got him? He's wearing it, oh my god. And I was just completely overwhelmed and had to go to the bathroom and scream, because it's just such a nice feeling. And it's such a nice feeling just to know that they've worn something that you've picked for them. And especially at the time, there was like a lot of controversy with especially Korean fan sites saying that fan gifts that they had given ended up, it was like the staff that were wearing them and things like that. And I think everyone was a bit skeptical of where their gifts would end up in Berlin, but this is just proof that they did get them. And it made me feel really, I don't know, I guess good about myself. Like, why did Hosuk like my style, like my taste that much that he wanted to wear something that I bought for Taehyung too? Or whether it was a Corday that suggested it or something, I don't know. We'll never know, but the fact that he's wearing the t-shirt that I bought and it's in a photo book. This is like one of my most favourite pieces of merch now, like altogether. And I don't think I'll ever get rid of it, even in years to come. If I'm not into K-pop and I decide that I want to get rid of most of my merch, this will be something that I definitely will keep, because it's just a really great memory for me. And I'm so happy that he wore it. And yeah, I will leave the link below so you can see. I wrote a Tumblr post when he wore the beater for the first, well, yeah, when he wore the beater. I wrote a post about it on Tumblr because there was just too many feelings. But yeah, so that's my K-pop nostalgia tag. I hope it was okay and I didn't like babble too much. It was fun to do. And if you're watching this and you decide you want to do it, please do it and link it to me if you do, because I'd really like to watch it. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Bye.